Hello, beautiful light ones. Oh, spring sunsets. Oh, it's been a incredible full moon in Libra, bringing that balancing of relationship to self and other, and the balance and justice within love. Excuse my croaky voice from the hole in my face. But yeah, this is bringing up a lot of sensitivity at the moment, and many I feel around me, as human beings, as light workers, way showers, whatever, just as human beings basically, who are on the awakening path, who are unveiling the things from their own life, which is now revealing to them all the unveiling from the collective of the lies that we've been fed, and the mind control, the manipulation. We are kind of the vessels that are raw. It's like we're red raw because we've been taking off layer after layer after layer of our own conditioning and our own programming, which is leaving us so sensitive and so vulnerable on an emotional and an energetic level. And this can be a real challenge for many of us. You know, for me personally, I battled my gender issue, the balance between my masculine and feminine, and always identifying with the masculine and basically identifying as a boy. And that is coming into play right now, the balancing of that at my age, at 45. And I feel, you know, that the man within me belittling the feminine, silencing the feminine, not wanting her to come out. And it's like, God, it's like a reflection of what's happening on the world stage, or what's been happening with the suppression of the feminine, for the matriarchy from the patriarchy. And I feel it within me, and the fear of this feminine wanting to come out. And I say it with a lump in my throat, because there is like, it's a fear of death, you know? It's a fear that if it does come out, it will be killed. If that truth comes out, it will be killed. So many of us are, whether we have gender issues or not, many of us are battling. It's the battle of the sexes within, or the battle of the energies of the masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang within each and every one of us. And it's a real unveiling, and it's, when it happens, we need to have safe space in order to really purge what needs to be purged, what the layers that need to unfold. There needs to be a safe space with people that understand, and people that can hold us while we're in these truly vulnerable states, while we have our onion peeled, the layers of the onion peeled from us. And when we peel our onion, it's going to make us cry. And then, I suppose for me personally, in my past, when these layers were peeled, what would come up would be the old energy, the masculine energy, well, not even the masculine energy, the wrath of the feminine, of the war. Like, no, and I'd fight against with anger and violence. And now the layers get peeled off, and now I just want to cry. I just want to cry and cry and cry and just be held by the energies that that understand, you know. The true masculine energy right now is the one that can hold that feminine in her most rawest and vulnerable state. And that every man and woman holds that capability. And some of us, like, you know, even myself, I feel lost, you know, when I have to sometimes hold somebody like that. We don't know how to do it. We've never been taught, because we've been taught that it's weak. We've been taught that vulnerability is gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna get you killed. It's a weakness. But your vulnerability is your biggest power, your biggest strength right now. Wowie. What a time, guys. And where we're left vulnerable, the thing I wanted to bring up also in this video, we're left vulnerable with the spells that we cast from this hole in our face. So this is where our magic is. This is where we create our reality. Thoughts, words, action, deeds. And never more so now, at this time, is our magic so strong, is our magic so ripe for manifestation. And this is a magic that we're only in the last 10, 15 years learning. Oh yeah, you create your reality from your thoughts. Thoughts create reality. Thoughts create reality. And the high up beings, the nefarious ones, they've known this. This is what they use against us by creating fear within us, the false evidence appearing real. So whatever we are giving our attention to is appreciating. It's growing. Whatever you give your attention to manifests. And so we on the spiritual journey only just kind of finding out this magic trick. And so it's asking yourself, what is the narrative? You know, even on this path of revelation, you know, we talk about still can be talking about the worst case scenarios of outcome. But we need to be careful, because this can actually manifest. But I've been talking about in the last 24 hours, or the last few days, about where we are weakened is through this, because we actually don't know our rights. We don't know the law, the common law, civil law, the law of the land. This dates back to the Magna Carta and these things that were brought in as loopholes. And I'm gathering at the moment beings around me that I've known have had knowledge of civil law, knowledge of common law, because this is what many of us need to learn. This is the knowledge, this is the ancient feminine knowledge. This is the Starseed loophole. This is how I'm looking at it. It's the Starseed loophole of standing in our sovereign truth and being able to say, no, I do not consent. And not fighting them, but playing their game. Their game is wordplay. And they've got us under this spell completely. And so let us learn the wordplay. Let us learn their spell. And be able to stand together in our sovereignty and put this to rest. Put this epic time of change and rising of the feminine. Let it bring it to the new era, the core age, the heart age, from our heart's truth. Sun just peeping through. Oh, thank you for your ears, guys. It's been quite emotional time for many, and I want to thank you, all of you, for not giving up. We can do this together collectively. We don't realize we are connected energetically, telepathically, fully now. We create a net, literally a net across our planet Earth. And we're holding each other and we're holding others as they begin their own peeling of their onion into that vulnerable state that brings the true power of humanity together. We do a Walumbi with no voicey. Yeah, de mamula na de babati tilale ya. Tikati kakati. Gibala di do to low. Gimala di la nila ya. Te babala ki tele manula na hade di lele hade di luna na hama makala di hane makulo hola dele ki ade maluno ki dele mabale ki tala de ki dale bala di lane me ki bata ti kutu tula da hale de mamakula di lumana. Ouch. Oh, whoops. You just fell. Thank you for all your hearts that create this one huge heart that I feel within mine in this now moment. Thank you, everybody.